Ilia's arc with Shane wouldn't work if this wasn't how he related to his father. I've said before that Ilia is very emotionally closed off at the beginning of this narrative, and I stand by that, and that he uses his sexuality and sensuality as a sort of protective armor. But that doesn't mean that he is unfeeling. It's the opposite. You don't armor yourself unless there's something that you're desperate to protect. There is a part of Ilia, somewhere very deep and very protected, that desperately craves love and approval. Of course there is, right? He's a human person, and humans crave love and connection, but it's trauma that fucks up our ability to open ourselves up to love, which is also opening up ourselves to the possibility of loss. I think I've realized that this scene is, I kind of brushed this off as being like a quick scene where not much happens, but in going through it with a fine-tooth comb, I think I'm coming to realize that this scene is like foundationally important to establishing Ilia's character. And so let's talk about why. When his father is putting him down, saying that it's disgusting, that he should apologize to his country, placing the blame for the failure not on the team as a whole, but specifically on Ilia as an individual, Ilia doesn't just take it, he does also kind of try to stand up for himself. He's talking back to his father a little bit. Again, not in like a combative or an aggressive way, but more in like more appealing, trying to like talk his father down from this sort of disappointment and disdain. And him like speaking back in this way is different from the interaction that we saw between Ilia, his father, and the team's general manager at the night of the draft pick, where in the presence of the general manager, he was entirely submissive to his father. And we as observers can tell that it doesn't actually matter. Ilia's never going to win his father over. We've seen that his father does not exist in a paradigm in which it is an option for him to praise his son. Like again, even when Ilia got the #1 draft pick, he literally could not have done better. His father still put him down in public. It doesn't matter the circumstance, it's just kind of the way that the father operates. But it's like the most heartbreaking part of this to me is that Ilia is kind of trying to stand up for himself, trying to appeal to his father, because it shows us that on some level he does want approval from his father. He hasn't given up on wanting his father's love. And this doesn't seem like out of fear, because in most regards Ilia is out from under his father's thumb. He no longer lives in Russia. He's independent, he's wealthy. And so we know that he's not scared of retribution from his father. He's genuinely appealing to him as a person and wanting love and approval. It makes me want to cry. But you see this pattern of Ilia like trying desperately to win over someone who constantly rejects him. I wonder when we'll see that come up again.